Buckle up and hold on as we take you for a wild and exciting ride on the road to TransWorld. This is TransWorld Live.
What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday. Holy cow, is it already Tuesday already? We are live. The only place that you're going to find all of that TransWorld information that you need, you love. It's right here, TransWorld Live. Welcome to the show. Hi, everybody. Yes, Festive Farmstead again with the number one. Awesome to see you, Aaron. Great to see you. Of course, Shannon. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Sean, we can't have a show without you, so we're glad that you're here. Of course, we're calling people out by name. We can't see you if you are watching. So if you are in the chat and you are watching, drop a little note in there. We'll see where you're from here, and we'll call you out here into the fear. Oh, hey, guys. How are you? Derek, what's up? Cobwebs. Oh, we love you guys. Katie, hey, what's going on? Jen, guys, welcome to the show. This is awesome. We've got all kinds of good stuff coming around the corner. You know, I just checked out the YouTube subscribers right before we went live, and we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Once we get there, everybody is going to get something really awesome, courtesy of TransWorld. So please tell your friends, get the subscriptions up there, and we're all going to be able to celebrate that. So please join us for that. We got some special birthdays, of course. Yesterday, big birthdays to Cassidy, Dresden Fowler, Jeff Graves, Jeff Janda, and Michael Peters. Happy birthday to them. Today, the legend himself, Kelly Collins. Happy birthday to him. Tomorrow, Bev Pappas. We love her. Tyler Frigo, Mike Skodacek. Happy birthday to the three of them. Saturday, Kevin Alvey. Got to make sure you tell that guy happy birthday. And then Sunday, Paul Robinson and Dan Baisley. Happy birthday to all of them. And if we missed out on you, let us know. We'll get you into the birthday calendar for future announcements. Guys, the scariest thing that we could celebrate and the most exciting thing that we can celebrate is that we are 29 days away from Wednesday, February 26th. That's right, folks. 29 days. Oh, the show is packed. As we were talking about last week, Rich has over 80 new exhibitors across all three of the different shows. That's including the Halloween and haunted attractions, the Christmas show, and what we're focusing on tonight, the interactive entertainment show. So excited. We're going to dive into all things that are interactive entertainment. Now, we've got some big surprises tonight. So we're glad you're all joining in, because you are going to have 4 or 5 or 6, maybe more. We don't know, but you're going to have a lot of opportunities to win some stuff tonight. So stay tuned. You are not going to regret it. Now, we do have some breaking news for you. We got some breaking news. Holy cow. And this one is fresh, folks. Make sure, because Robert's got this picture queued up. That's right, folks. The Tribute Store is back. And on our road to TransWorld here, we are going to be showing you some of those items that are going to be up for grabs in very limited quantities. Now, for those that don't know what the Tribute Store is, many of the largest and most notorietable vendors that come to TransWorld like to sell these little specialty one-of-a-kind, little off-the-cuff items that are special just for our show. They're very small quantities and very small runs. So these are special, one-of-a-kind things that will never be produced again. And our very first announcement this year is from our good friends at Fright Props. That's right, folks. This year, they're going to be bringing a zombie baby. Now, we don't know the schedule yet, but we do know that the run will only have 15. The price, $200. It is cash, it is carry, and you walk out. If you are the first 15 people in line when the date and time are announced, you're going to get a chance to buy this. So make sure you stay tuned to hear, because we're going to have all that late breaking news for you as we get closer to the big show. Folks, we got a lot to cover tonight because we got some major heavy hitters. You guys are getting ready. Your hotels better be booked. Your transportation better be booked. Your tickets better be booked. All of that fun stuff. Make sure you stay tuned here at haashow.com. Of course, we've got the Wednesday night networking night out. We've got Thursday. We've got an agri-tainment networking mixer. We've got the interactive entertainment mixer and the City Museum party. Friday, we got the Haunted Attraction Association State of the Industry. We got the auction, the interactive entertainment speakeasy event, the Vampire Circus, that special screening of the Fright Stuff movie, Christmas shows, Christmas Around the World event. And we're not done yet. Sunday, I'm getting excited. Saturday, we have the Oscars from the Haunted Attraction Association, the Christmasing networking mixer, and of course, we're going to end it all with the zombie prom. Folks, all of that information, haashow.com. Buy your tickets before they sell out, because we promise we don't want you to miss out on an opportunity. Well, as I mentioned, guys, tonight is a big episode, a really big episode, and kind of a homecoming, because it's an interactive entertainment episode. And boy, we have somebody that's pretty well known to all of you. And I'm super excited. I know Robert is, and all of us here. So I'd love to bring out our special guest co-host for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nicole Ginsburg.
That is quite an intro to return to. Thank you, Chris. I'm honored to be here. As you're talking, you got me nervous, like excited, and then 29 days until TransWorld. That is, I can't even believe it. It feels like just yesterday we were in St. Louis, right?
It seriously is. It's a little like, even working on whatever side of the fence that you're working on, whether you're an attendee, whether you're an exhibitor, whether you're part of the team, whether you're whatever it is, it's scary on all of those fronts because there's so much to do and so little time for the biggest event of the year.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And I, again, today, putting everything together, making sure I'm ready to come to you guys with all the latest, greatest news. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to see everybody in just a very short time. You guys, I love you all. Thank you so much. I am still alive. It's been a heck of a year, but I promise you, I'm still here. So thank you. Thank you.
Well, in so many good ways, and the love just continues here, which is awesome to see. So for anybody that puts together anything, you always have like some notes, right? And so we always have notes before all of these shows. And as I'm typing out my own notes for this, I'm like, oh, it's Nicole. It's no big deal because like we've talked forever. We could put this stuff together. But to your point earlier, it has been a big year for you. Many of you know many things about you. And I want to give you an opportunity because you get to talk just about yourself tonight, which is so cool.
I'm not any good at that, Chris. You know.
I know. That's why you've got me. But so like many of you know you as Museum of Intrigue. Mm-hmm. But to your point, it's been a big year and things have really expanded quite a bit. You're not just Museum of Intrigue, you're Intrigue Experiences.
Yes. So I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. All right.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Of course, we have Frightmare Farms Haunted Scream Park.
Always.
We love our Halloween. We absolutely do.
Yes.
And we have been here in Syracuse operating the Museum of Intrigue for a very long time.
Yes.
Like most people and most economies, things have shifted, things have changed. Ours particularly, we were finding to have a very difficult time with our landlord and understanding that we've been here for a long time. We're not quite ready for huge rent hikes, things like that.
Sure.
Needless to say, we, along with many other tenants, decided to exit and to go on to greener pastures. And in that process, we were able to actually hook up with two amazing individuals out of Little Rock, Arkansas, who now have what was most of it was in Syracuse for Intrigue Little Rock. However, while we were at TransWorld last year, we also got to do a very big announcement and welcome into the world Adventures of Intrigue in St. Louis. And needless to say, since then, we've had a lot of things going and a lot of amazing things happening, from some pretty cool escape rooms to doing our first IP project with the Borderlands franchise. And since then, Intrigue Experiences, which we lovingly call Intrigue X, which is expanding not only on a national, but also a global forefront for the next 5 years. So yeah, needless to say, I've been sitting at home and just twiddling thumbs and
Yeah, so not busy at all, huh? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but really good things, really crazy, amazing, awesome things. And so I cannot wait to tell you guys more about it as things unfold over the next couple of years. And yeah. I don't know who all these people are, but I love all of you. This is amazing. I want to see the TransWorld, so please.
It feels good. It's fun to talk those two building or those two items with you because you're a double threat. I mean, you're way more than a double threat, but at least in what we're talking about right now, you have 13 years right at the Scream Park.
Yes.
And then you have this global empire that you're creating here with Intrigue. And you put these things together, and boy, do you understand what the show is all about and the reasons for it and just everything that you've done to create your whole life.
And weirdly enough, this week, I have officially been in the escape room business for 10 years.
Oh my God.
Yes, I know, right? That's weird.
That's
I can't
crazy.
believe the industry's that old. Like,
that's
insane.
Well, can we talk about that for a second? And maybe we should save that for later too, and we can also come back to it. But that I love to bring that up tonight, is that people think sometimes it's just room escapes, and you guys do so much more than that, because it's not just, hey, escape the room in 60 minutes and you're good to go. There's so much more that comes into play. I mean, you guys have incredibly intelligent people, and everybody that has a room escape type of brand, there's a lot of planning, a lot of intelligence, a lot of programming that goes into it, aside from everything else. So for those 60 minutes, it's not just, hey, solve these puzzles and you'll be done. There's a lot of thought that goes into it.
And we've evolved ever since our first escape room. Our first escape room was in a haunted attraction, and I've joked for the longest time that we fell into the industry on accident. But really, truly, it is now so incredibly purposeful, and we've found our kind of niche in the industry in such a big way. And yeah, we bring a whole different style of gaming to the world. And the banter on this side is amazing, guys. I love it. It's hard because I know that we have people coming in from YouTube and from Facebook and all the other places on the interweb. So yeah, I'm very, very happy to be here, and I'm happy to be sharing a lot of this. And I'm even more excited to bring on some of our friends, Chris, who
my gosh,
have some really cool things happening.
Beyond excited. And we've got so many questions to talk about and so many things to talk about. I know you've got some breaking news too.
Yes.
Let's real quick, just before we bring on our friends, let's talk about you, because you are exhibiting again at TransWorld, booth number 2330. Tell us what people can expect when they come by and see you.
Yeah, so we not only have our interactive concepts that we've always done, which are great overlays for event games, and we've had those products available for a number of years. So if you're looking to do something that's for 20 people or 200 people, we have the plans that you can turn around and pretty much instantly implement within your business model. In addition, we have new concepts that's come. They are called the curiosity crates, and these are fun, interactive setups that are meant to take up smaller footprints. This year, we launched them at our haunted attraction, and it's so interesting because we were trying to find something that didn't take up a lot of real estate, and we kind of hit the nail on the head with this one. And so it has a high throughput that escape rooms does, but it doesn't take up as big of a footprint. In addition, with that, again, we've been building and going, and we are still looking for some more partners for a thing that we're working on right now that's going really big, really fast. But in addition, we happen to be situated next to Mystery Works, which we did a really cool project with them last year, starting at TransWorld last year and going all the way through to now. We're still going. And that is about the Spectre app, which is a fun, awesome ghost hunting game that haunts can use and interactive concepts can use. And the best kind of way to say it is it's very much like a pokey ghost, and you'll be able to do it kind of anywhere, at any attraction, any haunted space, place, or intrigues. So yeah, that's a little bit going on, I guess. Yeah, the more I talk about it, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah.
You're getting me excited. That's awesome.
I must have a fan. I am wearing our 13th year of fear flannel, because they have called it out. So yeah, I'm just gonna say shout out to Dana, who is our costumer that made these for our content crew at our haunt this year. And so you guys will get to see it in action at TransWorld as well.
So excited. We've gotten a chance to see Frightmare right here on the show. And if you guys missed that episode, definitely go back into the archives and look at that, because it is fun to see how your mind works and the things that you come up with. And what's wild is, as the TransWorld Halloween and haunted attraction show, as the interactive entertainment show, as those have grown and increased in attendance and exhibitors. I mean, you saw Rich has that floor just packed. You yourself has grown as well. So I want to give you a moment. Can you tell the audience, they've gotten to meet you obviously as on TransWorld Live, of course, and they've gotten to meet you through those other aspects, but we never really get to ask you directly, how has TransWorld impacted your business?
Oh my gosh. This is one of my favorite questions, because I say to people pretty consistently, you can easily get lost in a sea of any industry, right? However, what you start to develop and what you start to learn and how you interact at TransWorld has been so incredibly crucial to what we do now. Not only from the systems and the things that are in place, such as the seminars and the events, but also the bonds. I say it pretty consistently that I never would have made it through COVID without Jenna Rich, of course, but TransWorld, and without the boards and without a lot of the other opportunities that TransWorld did even during COVID, but also had put together and instilled for so many years. Particularly, I'm going to just talk about it. Last year, I was on the show floor. I was in the middle of a TransWorld Live segment with Chris. And a gentleman walked up to me and was like, I want to have a meeting with you. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. TransWorld's really crazy, whatever. He's like, even if I could have like 15 minutes to talk to you on the show floor. And I was like, yeah, all right, absolutely. Let's do it. And that gentleman is Bill Mooney, who is the creator of Spectre, along with us. And but he's done some really cool projects, such as Zynga games and things with Roblox and things like Mafia Wars back in the day.
Sure.
He's an extremely creative genius on many, many fronts and has had a lot of big wins. And so, when we were talking about that and even getting associated with that, that was a huge conversation that had TransWorld not been there, had, the networking events not been there, things like that, I never would have been able to have that interaction. So it's, that's been incredible. In addition, I met Susan and her husband, Jim, at TransWorld. And they are the owners and operators of the Intrigue in St. Louis. And then in addition, Michael Goff and Deanna Fleming are on our board, and they are Little Rock, Arkansas. And they, again, through many years of working with them and helping out each other with either content or, bringing things to the industry that need to be talked about, they have been incredibly important on that side, and always the first to say, what can I do to help? How can I, what can I do? Right. So it's actually just, and I'll say even from the haunt side, the year we put in a hayride, I tell this story all the time. I called Todd from Reaper's Revenge and I was like, hi, we're really stupid. The year is 2020. We planned this for a number of years. We don't know what to do. Please help. And Todd didn't even hesitate. He's like, here's some information. Here's this, run this by me. Help, I can connect you here and there. And I think about even Randy Bates and other people that I never would have had the courage had I not seen them at certain events and kind of had interactions with them previously. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Well, I think there's no better way to celebrate that and to celebrate what it's done for you than on behalf of Jen and Rich. We want to give away 2 tickets to somebody that's watching right now that needs them, that needs some tickets, or wants to really help contribute to someone's growth and say, you need to come to this show. We know you haven't bought a ticket yet, but here's a great opportunity. And we're not just giving you a general admission ticket. We're going to give you 2 early access passes. That's almost a $400 value.
Oh my gosh.
Nicole,
that's so exciting.
Talk about how important that is real quick, about having those 2 extra hours of early access to over 400 plus exhibitors on the floor.
So this is one thing that I've always loved about TransWorld is their ability to innovate, right? They not only listen to the attendees, but they listen to the vendors. And those 2 extra hours are absolutely crucial. These are, you get to be first to the floor in a lot of ways. You get to see the biggest products that are out there, but you also get to have those conversations that you need to have with the vendors. Again, there are many years of everybody kind of rushing in all at once. Not to say that doesn't still happen, but this is an opportunity for those, owners that want to get the first to the floor, but also be able to have the bigger conversations. It's no secret, I travel with a whole bunch of my crew. And there are times that as much as I love them all to be right there, there's times that we need to focus and, plan where money is getting spent and what's going to happen. And so it's so amazing.
Well, guys, we're going to give you that chance right now. So here's what we're going to do. Nicole, unless you have something fun, I have a fun question.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Okay, exciting. Now, we're going to do this early this time because we're going to switch some stuff up later on. But we always want to reward you for listening. So here's what you're going to do. Write down TW into the chat and then the answer to this question. And the first one that Nicole sees, she'll call it out. Okay. Nicole mentioned 3 different cities that her Intrigue properties are related to right now. Name one of those cities. TW, and then one of those 3 cities. What do you think, Nicole? Not bad?
Yeah, that was great. All right, let's see.
See, this is fun. These passes are crazy good because you get to all 4 of the shows, or all 3 of the shows for all 4 days. I call it
William Jones. I see William Jones, who got not 1, not 2, but all 3 that I mentioned.
Calling him out there.
That's amazing.
William Jones, congratulations. You just won yourself 2 early access passes to TransWorld 2025, including the Halloween and Haunted Attractions Entertainment Show, the Interactive Entertainment Show, and the Christmas Show for all 4 days and for 2 hours early on those special days. Give me an email, kris@haashow.com, kris@haashow.com, and we'll get you hooked up.
Congratulations. That's very excited.
All right, guys, we're just getting started. We're going to take a small break for our wonderful friends at Ticket Spice, who are our premier show sponsor. We love those guys. Thank you, Ticket Spice. We love you guys. Thank you so much. All right, Nicole, this is a huge night because we have tons of things to talk about with the interactive entertainment show. And what better way to do that than to have members of the advisory board as being a part of this? So I would love to defer that honor to you, ma'am, and tell us who we got partying tonight.
All right. So, well, we have a very active board, especially this year, and I love them all. We have two that stepped up right away and was like, I want to help announce this. This is incredible. This is great. And that is none other than Benito, Suppa from Durham Escape Rooms, as well as Mr. Brian Lacertosa from Puzzle Effect.
What's
Hi,
up,
guys?
Hey.
Hey.
Look at how excited they are. I picked them.
Yes.
Personalities.
And Benito's all the way from Canada.
That's halfway across the world.
Yeah.
It's like a thunder up here.
And this time he fixed the Canadian internet, so we're good.
Yep, all by myself. Went up on the tower with a hammer.
Yes. Okay, you guys. All right, it's no secret. We've got a lot going on this year. I want you guys to kind of say, what do you think about what we've been planning for this year, right? And like bringing in some new stuff. What would you say probably is the thing that you're most excited about for this year?
Benito hesitated, so I'm going to go.
I just wanted to give you a chance to speak before
Otherwise, you'll just talk over me. Probably I think it's the Friday night Intrigue event.
Okay.
Okay.
I know this has been a lot of, let's tout Nicole, but it's amazing all the things that you do. And I always enjoy those games, and I'm really looking forward to this year's game as well. It's so different than anything else. It's not a dance. It's not a bar event, although this one may be. But it's just so different. It's not let's go play an escape room. It's we're going to have a game that was made for us.
Yeah. Brian, that is, I love when Brian actually compliments on that side. Brian is my very, very honest friend. He's like the cherub that you have in life that's like, should I do this? And he's like, absolutely not. And let me tell you why you shouldn't. So whenever he says that about Intrigue, and if you know Brian in real life, that's something that you've got to experience at some point in your life. So that is great to hear. I'm very excited about that.
Yep.
Benito, what about you?
I don't know if I'm jumping the shark here, but I'm really excited for the Lounge and Learn this year. And I know we're going to get into that in a little bit. But it's morphing into this thing that the people who are coming to the show don't want to miss. And the first couple of years we did it, we were just trying to get our legs under us. And it started picking up some serious steam last year. But I think this year is going to be probably the best one yet. And there's a couple time slots in the Lounge and Learn that I'm very, very excited about.
Are you talking, Benito? Is that why?
No, it's not even my session.
It's yours, Brian. It's yours.
It's definitely yours.
Yeah. Okay. So, the Lounge and Learn is a great thing to kind of talk about. That was something that was a brainchild, like early on. I think it was supposed to launch actually at the 2020 show. And so, of course, there was some times of cultivating and kind of changing it up just a little bit. But, the Lounge and Learn was really founded saying the interactive entertainment show needs more space in place for people to not only network, but to get more content. Right? Interactive is a huge word for a very large industry, right? We cover anything from axe throwing to bowling to putt-putt to bounce houses to escape rooms, right? And the list goes on and on. So how do you kind of tailor it to multiple fronts? And one of the coolest things I think I've seen is that we're doing it. We're bringing it in, and we're also exposing a lot of different owners who want to diversify themselves into getting as much of that information as they can in one place. I think the cool part about this year, and Benito, you don't give yourself enough credit because you've been a huge driving force behind this, making sure that not only the content is great, but also that we have a space and place on the show floor that is very dedicated to this. And so
I just don't want to lay the carpet down this year like I did last year.
What? That's
Yeah.
not in the
You were
deal.
blowing up the furniture last year.
Yeah, we were blowing up the furniture. I was setting up the tables. I was like, I don't get paid enough for this. My wage
I
went
also
from
heard you say that was one of your favorite parts too.
it was because you know what? I wouldn't have exercised otherwise.
There we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. But listen, when you said you got it, we just assumed you had it,
Yep.
All right. So Chris, are we ready to break some news?
I think we are. And just if we could step back a half a second, because we do have some newer listeners. Can you tell us at a basic level, what is the Lounge and Learn?
Benito, you want to take this one?
Yeah. So the best part for anyone who's coming to the show is the Lounge and Learn is free. So it's included in the cost of your ticket. So we invite you to come and learn and participate and network and talk to people. So it is a casual open space that is run by the Interactive Board and TransWorld in tandem. And there are dedicated time slots where we work very, very diligently to make sure that there's not a crazy amount of overlap with the paid seminars, because you can't be in two places at once. Right. And you can't be Nicole Ginsburg, who brings 72 people down every year.
Amen.
I mean, it might be 73 this year, but nobody's counting. And so the great thing about the Lounge and Learn is people can come in for sessions, and we're going to show you guys the schedule in a second, but you can actually pick sessions you want to go to and listen to industry experts talk about things for no charge. Like,
that's awesome.
And not only listen to them talk, but it ends up almost becoming what's called an unconference, where you get these round tables of people sharing ideas. So they may have come to listen to Brian, because Brian's really, really good at, certain things about expanding business and exit strategies and operational effectiveness. And so someone might want to go and listen to Brian talk, and then other ideas will spawn from that, and then people will stick around and talk about it afterwards. So it's such a dynamic addition that there's nowhere else that's doing it, which is why it's so important that if you're coming to the show that you come check it out.
Love this. Okay, so this is huge breaking news. I don't even think it's up on the website. Literally, Robert's just got this graphic that you guys made just before the show. So really, you were getting treated to some breaking news, some true breaking news here. I
had to come with a gift.
Yeah. Exactly. Who wants to do the honors here of like a drum roll or something so Robert knows when to post this?
It's all you, because you get the first one too. Did Benito freeze? Okay.
There we go. We good. Let's do it. Yeah, there we go. Great timing. Nicole, talk to us about this. What do we got going?
I'm gonna let Benito just roll right into it for Thursday, because this year Benito helped out a ton with making sure that we had really great ideas, but also making sure that we had really, really great content, and you'll see some pretty big names on this list.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so Thursday, this was a lot of fun planning this day. And we wanted to put a jam-pack the first day with as much critical knowledge for people, whether you're new in the industry, whether you want to break into the industry and you're not in here yet, or whether you've been part of the industry for a long time. So Nicole and I sat down, and there was a couple other board members on the call, like Jessica and Aaron out of California. And we chatted about what would be the most high impact things we could do on day one. And so the first session, we're going to be talking with Seth Wolfson, who created the official Tomb Raider game, the Tomb Raider experience out on the West Coast. And he's going to talk about, how we got into it. And so sometimes, IP's always been this topic that some people jump into it, some people play around with it, they try and skirt the rules around it. Seth's the guy, like Nicole, who did Borderlands. Seth's the guy who's done an official licensed game. And so you're going to get a chance to pick his brain. and talk to him for an hour about what to do. And then next up, you've got the legendary Marty Parker. The man needs no introduction.
I was going to say, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. I mean, if you were in a bakery, he'd have a finger in 10 different pies. Like, he is awesome. He's so full of energy. I can't say enough great things about him, but if you want a high impact hour about what the next big thing in interactive is, Marty's your guy, because Marty's always looking at the next big thing. Next, at the 2:00 time slot, we've got TJ from Universal Orlando Resorts. I'm not going to tell you what he's talking about because it's super secret. It's like the One Ring. So we're going to keep it secret and safe. But if you want to listen to someone from Universal Studios talk for an hour for free, you're going to want to come to the lounge and learn.
And guys, real quick, sorry, Benito, if you guys don't know, like, he oversees Halloween Horror Nights, one of the largest haunted attractions for, in the country. So that's going to be a pretty big topic.
Pretty big topic. I think that's the understatement of this Tuesday night. It's a pretty big topic. And then we're going to round up with at 3:00 with Bill Mooney, who Nicole already introduced, who's done things with Intrigue X, but has also done things with Mafia Wars and Roblox. So day one, all 4 of those sessions are at no cost to you on top of your ticket cost. So come to the lounge and learn. I don't have the booth number with me handy, but I'm sure Nicole can probably dig that up and tell you the booth number that the lounge and learn is going to be. But day one is, we wanted to, smack people in the face right off the beginning.
I love it.
What a crazy, I mean, we're really hitting this thing going here. This is crazy. The lounge and learn is booth number 2123.
Perfect.
2123, and those are, I mean, that's crazy to be able to get a time slot, to be able to talk personally with any of these folks that are very, very busy people and get some one-on-one time, maybe get some advice, some guidance, and hear about what they're presenting. You guys really delivered. Like, these are expert people, tops in their field.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we can't say enough about these folks realizing how important programming like this is and joining us on this mission. I mean, there's so many people that care so much about our industries, but also making sure that they're accessible to people, which is just incredible. Brian, you want to tell us about Friday?
Absolutely. So Friday, we've got Apps and Software Showdown with Benito and Amy. Benito from Canada, Amy from Portland, Oregon / Vancouver, Washington. It's all of these things that they're going to talk about are pretty much the top 5 things that new people in the industry are like, what booking software should I use? What waivers should I use? And they're just going to kind of hammer it all out and lay it out there for you. So that'll be a great hour in there. Game design jam session with Ariel of Wild Optimists. All of the recognized game designers that do these types of things, it is so enlightening. I personally am not a game designer, and I learn something from these guys every time. And it's not just, ooh, this puzzle like this. It's the why this puzzle and how it makes you feel. And do you have, 7 different types of puzzles so that the 5-year-old, the 10-year-old, mom, dad, grandpa are all involved in the game and feel like, hey, that puzzle was for me. I got that. So it's all those kinds of things with game design, which is wonderful.
Can I just jump
absolutely.
in one quick second here, Brian? For those of you who don't know, Ariel and her partner, Juliana, business partner, Juliana, are from the Wild Optimist, and they do a lot of live interactive shows across the United States, but they're also the minds behind Escape Room in a Box, the Werewolf Experience, and all the Escape Room in a Box games, which was picked up by Mattel. So if you want to look for an expert in game design, you're going to be talking to 2 people who built board games that a major corporation like Mattel picked up. Sorry to interrupt.
That's crazy big.
Yeah, that's amazing. Zoli is a character in of himself. If you're wanting to just have an interesting lunch and learn, he's tuned into the world very much so. He hosted this thing in England last year. He's doing online meetups and conference calls. So I'm looking forward to that one. That'll be just very interesting to hear his thoughts and his accumulation of other people's thoughts. And then Amy and Nicole are back for seasonal experiences and meetups. So Halloween, Christmas. I know Amy just opened up her first North Pole experience, I believe it was called. I know there's one out of Wisconsin that's been around for a few years with Eric and Aaron. There's Christmas House based out of New Jersey. These are all new experiences that are just like the haunts are very short-lived. They're seasonal. So what else can you do other than just the haunts? And then the female owners group, I don't know, but those are some
I
cool
heard your
women that are
comments for that
hosting it.
one. Yeah. No, Female Owners Group has been around on Facebook. It's one of the oldest groups out there besides escape room owners. But it's been living, breathing for such a long time. And it's a great opportunity to put a lot of those minds in the same place at the same time. So yeah, obviously everybody's invited, but this one might just be for the girls.
That's crazy, guys.
Yeah. But wait. There's more.
What?
Oh my God. It feels so good to say that. Okay. I'm going to jump right into Saturday if that's okay. We are kicking it off at 11 a.m. and we're going to do a lunch and learn with Intrigue. And I'm going to make myself available, Susan, as well as Deanna Fleming. And that is because the night before, we've invited a whole bunch of people to come on out to the Intrigue in St. Louis and play something really awesome. And we have a feeling there's going to be a lot of questions and a lot of people wanting to know, how did you do that? And, what can I implement into my escape room or even my live experience? So we're making ourselves available to do that. And then from 12 to 1 o'clock, large interactive events, what's hot and what's not. Marty Parker. So Marty Parker is very much like the godfather of interactive entertainment. He is escape the room with the zombie. I can't remember the exact name. He's done interactive game show, like right off the rip. I'll never forget, years and years ago, Marty, we were in Toronto and he's like, we got to go to axe throwing. I'm like, we have to what? What is that? And it was even before it had really hit. So if it's new, it's coming, or if it's large scale, Marty knows all about it. This one's very exciting to me. From Once Upon a Time to Happily Ever After, the magic of story-driven narratives and well-written experiences. This is with Emma Oliver. Emma Oliver has an extremely amazing resume, from Disney to Universal to Six Flags to Knott's Berry Farms. She has done a ton of creative writing and really done the integration and the lean into story-driven experiences. So she is really going to sit down and kind of craft that. She's also got a seminar. This is something that's just a little bit different, but allows you guys to kind of have those interactions and those conversations and kind of talk about story-driven with her. From 2 to 3, make more money. Merch, upsells, and things your customers want. And these are with two of my people that I think are experts, which is Amy Phillip, as well as our good friend, Brian Lacertosa. They're going to go through and tell you, hey, this has worked. This hasn't. This is what sat on my shelves for a long time. Or this is something that I never, ever thought would work, and it flies off the shelf. Last but not least, 3 to 4 p.m., it is bring it to the board. What would you like to see? Who would you like to hear from? How can we help you? The interactive board has made themselves available. They will be hanging out there. And if you have questions from, hey, how did you get started in the industry, to I'm running into this with, my code enforcer, down to, hey, could we get a magician that stands on their head and, throws pixie sticks at the audience to come to TransWorld? And
I think Tater's volunteering for that.
Oh,
we've got a volunteer.
Perfect.
Excellent.
And Tater, the dress code is, TransWorld attire, which is the business casual, the occasional black t-shirt, plaid leisure suit.
There you go. There you go. Now,
sorry, Chris, I just want to pipe in with that last segment there, the 3 to 4 on the Saturday. I have been to so many conventions in my life. I have been to escape room conventions in Europe, in Canada, in the States, all over the place. And the one thing about that 3 to 4 o'clock time slot, it was really important for us as a board to put that in there. We want to hear from you guys and gals. what do you want to see in future years? There's a lot of conventions that are out there, and some of them just want to do the same old and not learn. We can't grow without the people who come to the show, and we cannot get better and give you the programming that you want. So that 3 to 4 o'clock time slot is going to be so vital for the people who are paying their hard-earned money to come to the show, to give us ideas of what we can do to elevate this show for you. We're doing this for you guys. So that 3 to 4 o'clock is going to be so important to TransWorld and the interactive show going forward.
No, that's an excellent point. And it feeds into my two questions to all of you, just to clarify, because we did have some questions from the audience. Number one, we just want to clarify. So this doesn't cost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to do all of these amazing opportunities and one-on-ones and all of these learn sessions?
Included.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So free. I wanted to clarify and make sure everybody knows that this is free. Now, the other question that we've gotten, besides dress codes, which you guys have already taken care of that, but how does this work for somebody that has not done something like this? Can they just drop by?
Yes. And they can get up at any time as well. So say that they're in there and they're like, hey, I only have 15 minutes between now and a seminar, and I just want to hear that, the start of this or the tail end of that. You're welcome to come by. You're welcome to do that. The cool thing is this programming is not necessarily a full hour. A lot of it is going to be interactive. A lot of it is going to be, kind of question and answer, but also making sure that people are getting what they want out of not only the Lounge and Learn, but also out of TransWorld.
Well, and Tater had a great question, which kind of feeds into what you just said. Like, obviously, come for what you can, but what happens if you have another obligation or another event and you want to catch the tail end? Can you be late? Is that okay?
Being late is absolutely okay. I can tell you, Susan will kind of get into this in a little bit with Intrigue St. Louis, but one of the things is those experiences are designed for people to kind of jump in and jump out as needed. In addition, Intrigue St. Louis is open and will be open afterwards as well. So, the event is from one time to one time. However, she has already said, I know that people are trying to pack in as much as they can. So we will be here for people to kind of still get in and see Intrigue and experience a really fun event.
We did have a question, and Robert actually helped answer it in the chat as well. Where is this located? It is on the show floor, booth 2123. And to Sean's moment, it might inspire a future haunted house Lounge and Learn. So this is pretty cool.
Hey, you never know what's in store, especially when it comes to TransWorld.
I love it. All right. This is a huge opportunity and it spans the whole show, but there is so much going on throughout the entire 4 days of TransWorld. It's not even 4 days. We got to call it 5 days because everything starts on Wednesday night, and we start everything off with the networking night out. Nicole, you're a huge spearhead in this. This combines all of the super intelligent people from the haunted house and Halloween world, from the Christmas world, and then all of you fine folks and many of your brethren in the industry of interactive entertainment. What could people expect when they start off TransWorld 25 at Networking Night Out on the evening of Wednesday, February 26th?
They are going to kick off their TransWorld in a way that they never thought was possible. So this is literally the best in the business. Jen does a fantastic job of helping to acquire some of the most brilliant minds in the industry, but also the most helpful individuals that are, not only ready to answer questions, but to give valuable interactions. The networking night out is not just, hey, I get to sit with so-and-so and they're going to tell me all about it. It's, I get to sit with so-and-so is going to start off a conversation, and I'm going to get to interact, and I'm going to get to hear, and I'm going to, and there's oftentimes that I walk up to a table and there's tons of side conversations happening because the topic has gotten so fun and so intense that everybody's figured out exactly who they need to be talking to about what. And, the topics span from anywhere from, building your business and HR to safety to new and inventive things and creative strategies. And, and it continues to grow and change every single year.
Well, and Brian
Sorry.
talked about it earlier. It's also an opportunity to diversify your income or learning about that. If you do have a haunt and that's seasonal based, you want to start talking to people about that escape room industry or the interactive entertainment, or maybe starting a Christmas show. These are where those folks are located. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. For those of you who have never gone to the networking night out, that's where I got my start at TransWorld. I went to TransWorld the first time in 2017. I didn't know Nicole. I didn't know Brian. I didn't know you, Chris. I hadn't even met Jen. I had only spoken with Jen over an email saying, "Are Canadians allowed at this thing?" And let me tell you, like, it spearheaded not only so many friendships, but the networking night out actually gave me ideas, and it really humbled me as a business owner. So when you first get into business, you think you know everything about your business and no one can tell you otherwise. And it was at that event where someone said to me the famous line, and now I say it all the time, is, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And I am no longer the smartest person in any room at TransWorld, even though I get asked to speak on topics that I would be known as an expert in. But I will tell you, my very first networking night out, I sat down at a table with Brian Lacertosa, and he schooled me so hard on something that I thought I was, I was, the bee's knees. And I just sat back and I went, "Holy cannoli." I wanted to say something else, but
You did good. You did good.
I said, "Holy cannoli." And then after that day, I went to Nicole and I was like, "How can I help with this?" And there are things that, we've been doing so many things our own way because we thought we tried everything else and it wasn't working. And then all it takes was just going to this one event and sitting at a table with a bunch of people, and one person gave me an idea. And I will tell you that. So after that night with Brian actually helped me create something. I'm going to give you props for this one, Brian, but that dice machine in my lobby is because of our first conversation ever. And I made this dice machine. It goes in my lobby, and it actually has generated thousands of dollars in revenue. And it was all based on a $75 ticket or a $65 ticket to networking night out. So if you think for a minute that one ticket cost can't help you, I'm telling you, it's made me money 1,000 times more over. Amen. So if you get a chance to go.
Oh, Benito. Brilliant words, sir. I don't need to say this, and I know all of you are going to say it. Seating is extremely limited. The event sells out. So please do not delay. You're hearing it here first. We are going to be announcing when it sells out. Just make sure you're on the right side and get your ticket first.
Yeah. And, one of the coolest parts about that is you get to kind of like find your tribe early on of who are the people that are trying to do the same exact things that I'm doing. Who can I kind of follow, and who's somebody that I should be chasing? All the way around. Oh, hey guys. My husband's here.
I was going to say, Jeremy's here.
Hi, but something else that's kind of fun and new and interesting is, things have kind of changed around to make sure that, we don't ever get into the same pattern. But the interactive mixer, there's a free mixer that TransWorld puts on every single year, is actually on Thursday night now.
That's right.
Which is really cool. And it's in a new space. It's going to be at the Embassy Suites, one of the ballrooms there. And this is the place to go to hang out with other operators from all over the place. And, speaking of trying new things and doing new things, Benito, I know a number of folks that jumped into the VR side of things from one of the interactive mixers. There's another one that did axe throwing, right? This is where a lot of innovation happens at the show, and really you get those strong connections, and you also find out about other resources, which is phenomenal. And it is a great evening of just kind of like mingling and doing your thing. And then you also still have time to go to the City Museum. which is a very interactive and very fun experience if you've never done it.
Oh my gosh, legendary.
Yeah.
Well, no, and just a quick note, that Wednesday networking night out, that is sponsored by our good friends at FCIS Insurance. And that Thursday interactive entertainment mixer that Nicole was just talking about, not only is it free, but it's also sponsored by our friends at Ticket Spice. So we want to thank them as well. But Nicole, in true TransWorld Live fashion, wait, there's more.
There's so much more. Though Alan just came up with a great idea that he wishes there was a second networking night out on Sunday evening to talk about what you got and how you're going to use it.
See, good idea.
Rich, I think we need to put that in the 2026 suggestion box. Sure, that would be so fun. Okay, so touching on sorry, go ahead.
We got Wednesday covered. We got Thursday covered. Could there be something on Friday?
There's so much more on Friday. And Friday, not only do we have fun, interactive things happening at the show floor, but we have one heck of a celebratory, fun game experience, all the things. And it's on a new day so that the folks that love to go to the ball can also go to the interactive game this year at Intrigue, St. Louis.
Brilliant thinking.
Yeah.
So it is called the Speakeasy. And what's really different than all these other years is this is not going to be in a bar. It's not going to be in the convention center. It's going to be at a real interactive entertainment place of business.
Yes, it is. And it is, I think we have our friends here with us tonight that are going to do a much better explanation than I could ever do. And once they join us, they're going to be able to take us into the world of what the Speakeasy will actually be and how a night of intrigue and power is going to be the ultimate thing happening in St. Louis this year. There they are. Hi, Susan.
Well, hello, Nicole. Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Who do you have with you?
Oh, this is Addison Lewis. He is our wonderful operations manager here at Adventures of Intrigue in St. Louis.
But tonight I'm playing Enzo Caruso from the Speakeasy, so don't get confused.
This is my life, and this is how I live it.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Guys, welcome to the show.
Well, we are so excited to be here, and we're so excited to be bringing the Speakeasy to TransWorld. We have this huge, wonderful space here, and we're going to be able to take this game, which is specially developed for TransWorld, and we're going to be having it on 3 floors of our building. I don't know if you know, we have a 10,000 square foot a magic library on the first floor, which is our Adventures of Intrigue, but we're also using the 300 person event space on the top floor, which really looks like an old speakeasy. And then we're also have a special surprise on the second floor that you're going to be able to enjoy. And we just can't wait to just knock your socks off. At least we're trying anyway.
We love surprises.
Lots of surprises. We are, the show is about it's kind of a mystery dinner meet escape room.
Mm-hmm.
So not are you only you're gonna come in, we're gonna have a real live jazz singer and piano player playing to get you right into that speakeasy mood. So wear your 20s outfits.
Best wear your best duds.
Wear your best duds when you come in. And then we're going to honor our poor George Caruso, who is so sadly passed away. But
you all know him, I'm sure. You know, George Caruso, head of the infamous crime family Carusos. My father, unfortunately, has passed away through suspicious methods.
Ooh.
He was murdered. And we have to figure out who murdered. I know it's such
Breaking
a new
news. I'm just kidding.
But here's what happened is actually this happened many years ago, back in the 20s, and the wrong person was found guilty.
Wait, is it not the 20s now?
Not today. That's going to be on the 28th. So
Oh, okay. All right.
But what happened was all this, the wrong people got it. It's still prohibition in St. Louis. There's all these gangs. It's all a problem. But luckily we have our good detective who's going to help us go back in time, find the right murderer, get the right person in power, and save St. Louis.
Yeah, hopefully you guys can join us as your other. You'll be sorted into other families back in the 20s, and you will break into smaller groups to solve and explore and solve some puzzles. See if you can piece together the mystery and figure out who really killed George Caruso, my father. And you may just have to help us figure out who of me and my siblings should take over the family. I think it's me. I'm going to put my bid out right at the beginning there. So you guys should probably vote for me. But I mean, I'm just going to keep things peaceful and keep the family business running. So I think you're going to want me on the throne, as it were, that my father has so recently departed from.
So you're saying this is like the ultimate murder mystery. And if you're a fan of like Clue or Knives Out, you should definitely attend.
Definitely.
For sure.
Okay.
This is going to be in true Intrigue style. So you're going to travel throughout our entire place. You're going to see things. You're going to experience new technology. We've got some surprises. Arcade Arena is helping us with a little surprise. Bill Mooney is helping us with a little surprise. And I think when you put it all together, we're going to have that Intrigue magic that Nicole has made so popular.
Yeah. You guys are making me, I'm like sitting here like a proud mom. I'm just beaming from ear to ear.
I don't know if any.
I'm also sitting, I'm so intrigued by this. I'm like, I can't wait.
Well,
clearly, no.
I've been attending TransWorld since 2012. And in 2018, I met this woman named Nicole. And we told her right then, we want to do one in St. Louis. And last year was the year we actually were able to do it. And we're so excited to bring this to the people at TransWorld, because it's just going to be, it's the first time we've been able to do it in a true immersive environment.
And,
love this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that for Intrigue events, or for even the events that we've been doing with TransWorld for a number of years. You know, actually, Brian was one of our first actors and one of our first interactive experiences. And we took over a hotel.
What are you doing on Friday night, the 28th? You may be able to use an extra actor.
So Addison, I will tell you.
There's a sibling you could play.
Brian, literally every single year, he's like, Nicole, I will do anything, but I will not act anymore. One and done. If you
what
saw
about
him
playing the murdered body of my father?
Oh, there we go.
To lay there.
I can lay on the floor and take a nap.
Okay.
We've cleaned up the body.
Yeah.
We do that on a daily basis here at Intrigue. But
so yeah, one of the things we've always had to do is kind of transform whatever space we're in. We for a number of years we did restaurants, we've done spaces in hotels. And this year, it's a very unique opportunity. We get to kind of bring everybody off the TransWorld campus, as I call it, not far at all, and bring you over to Adventures of Intrigue. Susan, do you want to tell us a little bit about your setup and where you're located?
Well, we're actually, if anybody's been to Johnny Brock's, we're just a few blocks from Johnny Brock's.
Oh, okay.
But, so we're like 10 minutes from America Center. I do kind of recommend taking an Uber. We are going to have a cash bar that night. And remember, it is Mardi Gras weekend in St. Louis, in case you guys haven't experienced that, which is, we have the second largest Mardi Gras in the United States, next to New Orleans, and the Blues are in town on Saturday night, so just be prepared. But here at Intrigue on Friday night, Adventures of Intrigue is a 9,400. We call it an open concept escape room. Would you like to share with them?
I would love to.
Enzo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, so when I came in here, it's a magical library where all of the books have come to life somehow. And a really, really handsome guy has been doing his best to try to keep everything running. His name is Jack. He's the head librarian over here. So he's trying to keep things running. There's a whole cast of quirky and odd characters that work in the library here too, trying to keep things running and going. But instead of reading books, when you come into Adventures of Intrigue, you experience them as an adventure. And those adventures are open concept escape room adventures. So those of you familiar with an escape room, you are going to be finding clues. You're going to be solving puzzles. You're going to be working your way through the mystery or the adventure that you're playing. However, there's a few differences. One being that you're not locked into a room, hence the open concept. All the spaces throughout our area are inspired by the themes and genres of books. So you are going to be exploring throughout all of those, finding clues in different places, kind of like a scavenger hunt mixed with an escape room. The other difference is that we don't give you a time limit. We'll let you finish your escape, or you'll finish your adventure. We'll give you some help along the way if you need it, but we're not going to cut you off. We like everyone to be able to finish their adventure, get that sense of accomplishment, take away the stress of it. And also, like I said, we don't have a limit on hints or clues. So any of the characters will be interacting with you throughout the adventure, but also we can give you hints or clues as much as you need or want them, or we can decide to be unhelpful if we're feeling that way today. It's really up to you.
My people here are so quiet and so reserved.
That was a really good description of Intrigue. I know the first time I heard of it, I had came in here, rattled around, went out here, had no clue.
Nothing stopped it, Brian?
No.
That's
And then
Thank you. I've been telling people about it for almost a year, so
yeah,
I've got it streamlined a little bit.
that was impressive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's awesome, guys. Now,
You painted a very good picture of that, guys. Yeah.
yeah. Now, awesome. So, Adventures in Intrigue, we always, obviously, there's people from around the world that come to TransWorld. Adventures in Intrigue, will you guys be open the entire duration of TransWorld?
We will be. Mm-hmm. And you can find our hours on our website or on Google. Come and check it out, play an adventure. Or if you just want to come and get a tour and talk to us about it, we love talking about our space. Well, I mean, not really, but we'll talk to you about it, I guess. But yeah, we'll be open throughout TransWorld, so come and check it out and see what a immersive, interactive escape room experience is all about.
Open concept.
Open concept, yeah.
These are all the people that know a whole lot about escape rooms, and so
Yeah.
That's
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And just for everybody that's watching or is going to catalog this for later, can you give your website so people can take a look?
Yes, it looks like it just popped up on the bottom of the screen, but it's intriguestl.com.
Easy peasy.
Mm-hmm. And
Speaking of magic, that's the magic of Robert right there.
That is.
So he's right there to help us.
Now, guys, if you want to book tickets to Adventure in Intrigue, you definitely can do that at that website. But there's only one place to get tickets to the Speakeasy. Well, I'm lying. There's two places to get tickets to the Speakeasy. One is at haashow.com. The other is right here on TransWorld Live, because we're going to give you a chance to maybe take a couple home. But before we get to that, we have a very special surprise courtesy of Adventures in Intrigue. Guys, you want to let us know what the fans might be in for?
Yes, indeed. You have the opportunity to win 2 passes for an adventure here at Adventures of Intrigue at any point in time that you would like to. So it's a pretty big deal.
That is. And if you're visiting from out of town, what better time to use that than during TransWorld? Or what gives you an opportunity to come visit you guys in the off season?
Exactly.
Guys, do you have a fun trivia question? How should we decide this?
I have an
Do you want to
idea.
go for the original one, or do you want to?
Well, I think it should be when I actually met Nicole.
Oh.
They remember that.
Okay.
Because
right.
if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be sitting here.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
true.
Jeez, guys. I didn't
That's
know
true.
I know, right?
Well, there we go. Nicole, lead it away.
All right. So, guys, we are going to go ahead and have you enter into this contest. If you remember when Susan met me at TransWorld, what year it was, you are going to put into the comments TW and then your answer /guess. It wasn't 2012, although that is the year that I became a mom.
Benito.
That is the year.
Watch Benito for hints.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
2012 is the first year that Susan actually did go to TransWorld as well. All right, so are we picking at random, Chris? You got to come up with the rules. Picking at random, or are we?
We traditionally go first one out, but we didn't say that ahead of time, so let's do random.
Okay, all right.
Which
You're
gives
gonna tell
everybody
me-
a chance here.
Here's what's going to happen: is I'm going to let everybody put it in.
Okay, keep going, guys.
Finally, see they're all coming in. All right. I'm going to, you're going to tell me when to stop.
Okay, no worries. Naomi Heckman is even getting into this. So this is,
Oh, man, I love Naomi.
I know,
Naomi,
right?
I just finished my secret stash of your chocolate, so it's long overdue.
Love that goes. Oh, we'll talk about her in a second here, but holy. All right, so keep in those answers here. This gives you the opportunity. We always go first. I'm glad we're going to go random on this. This is good. This is good.
Switch it up a little bit. We got
While
a
they're
lot.
typing, Benito, are you bringing chocolate this year?
I am bringing Canadian chocolate for y'all this year.
Yay.
Ooh, you heard it here first, folks. A full
Love
import.
this.
One year I'm going to open a booth just of Canadian chocolate. I will sell out day one.
All right, ready, Nicole?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
All right, whichever one is closest. SMM Mills 17. You are correct. TransWorld 2018.
Oh,
They were listening.
Nice job. We love that. SMM Mills 17. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Number 1, we hope you're subscribed. Number 2, send me an email, kris@haashow.com. We'll get you to connect to the Intrigue folks to have a good time at Adventures in Intrigue in St. Louis. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you so much.
Anything you want to say before we say goodbye and see you in less than 29 days here? Holy cow.
See you in St. Louis.
See you in St. Louis.
I love it. All right, guys.
One more thing. Next to Benito's chocolate stand, I'm going to maybe see if I can sneak some booze in. It's really tough around here, but we'll see.
We don't need that.
Prohibition lives at the speakeasy.
We'll work on that
right.
on that Friday night. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Great. There might be some dragons appearing too. So.
I love it,
Anyway,
guys.
that's gonna fit.
Well, thanks. Hang on for 1 second. Don't go anywhere. I'm just getting some breaking news right now. So don't go anywhere. Hang on 1 second. This is pretty awesome. So everybody knows about the Marriott parties, that opportunity to network, and of course the mezz and everything that goes along with that. So our breaking news right now is we're excited to announce a dedicated space on the first floor of the Marriott. So this is a little bit different. On the first floor, where attendees, exhibitors can relax, connect, socialize. This event, this exclusive lounge, so kind of haunting, Halloween related there, but really open to everybody. It'll be open on Thursday, on Friday, and on Saturday nights from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. The best time to really network and talk to folks, providing a perfect opportunity to unwind, network with some fellow industry professionals. I'm sure Tater will be there. There will be cash bars available. They are not allowing outside alcohol. It's a free event, folks. You just need to bring your TransWorld badge with you to show it at the door. And I've got even bigger news here. All 3 nights are sponsored by the Haunted Attraction Association. So you heard it here, guys. Thanks to the Haunted Attraction Association. That's huge. Our own dedicated space at the Marriott with plenty of cocktails. We love that. Oh, that's awesome, guys. Okay. Now, since you're sticking around, Nicole, should we talk about the speakeasy and maybe giving them an opportunity to take home a couple of tickets right now?
I would love that. So Speakeasy is going to actually be happening on Friday night, as we talked about. This is a chance to really immerse yourself in this ultimate interactive experience. As Susan already shared, and Addison, they are using 3 floors of their building. So this is actually a rare opportunity. I will tell you, and I think it was April 2023, I fell in love with the space that they have and this gorgeous, awesome elevator that everybody is going to get to experience, as well as this wonderful event space upstairs. And so it's really going to be a full night of crazy, cool things. Now, here's the deal. The event is going to start, and there's a lot of people that have questions. I know that the auction is going at the same exact time. Susan, I already said this and kind of spilled the beans a little bit, but with your blessing, it is okay if people are a little bit late or if they want to stay around, get their full experience in. They can do that, right?
Yes, absolutely. We've got this designed so you can go through your series of things in families. So it'll be great. So.
Love this.
Perfect.
Love this.
Yes. So
But if you come late, you may not be the Mostaccioli family. You might have to end up being a ravioli or something not cool.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Bringing the fried ravioli to the party. Okay.
That's a true St. Louis family.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Um, so, and Chris, if this follows true to form, like these other events have, I do want to say, usually networking night out sells out first, and then shortly afterwards, the interactive game sells out. So
it's a finite space, exactly, and to provide that quality entertainment, you have to be able to limit that. So it is first come, first serve, and there's limited amounts of tickets. Do not delay. And thanks to you guys, and thanks to Jen and Rich, we are going to give away 2 tickets right now. We're going to do it a little bit differently because we want you to pay attention, of course, but this one's going to be totally random. So, Nicole, would you like to do the honors of asking Robert to bring that magical jar out?
Robert, if you could bring out that magical jar, it'll warm my heart. There it is.
We love that jar.
There it
All
is.
right. Here's how you enter, folks. Just TW and what you're looking forward to most at TransWorld. Let us know. We love that. What's great about the interactive entertainment environment is that this show is interactive. And so you give us feedback that goes right to Jen and Rich and right to your advisory boards, and it makes that show better. It's amazing. And Benito kind of talked about that earlier too. When you come to that session at the lounge and learn, that's an opportunity to hear that direct feedback. Here's another one right here. So let us know what you love about it, TW, and what you love. And you'll get a chance here randomly to win 2 tickets to the Speakeasy. Guys, while those chats are coming in, what do you guys look forward to at TransWorld? What's your favorite thing about coming for all of these years? Let's start with Brian. Only I'm just starting on the bottom of the screen. Sorry.
Brian, are you muted?
Oh, not anymore.
There we go.
Night Out is one of them. The Intrigue games are another. No offense to TransWorld, but this year I'm really excited. I'm finally going to go to a blues game.
Nice.
Because unfortunately, the circle I hang out with at TransWorld are not exactly sports fans. Okay. And so
he doesn't invite me though.
Or me.
You both are usually a little busy. So really that's, and getting to see, those events are all fun and they're great. But it's meeting with my village.
Yeah.
My village is spread out countrywide and up to Canada, and we just don't get together very often. And so being able to see everybody and catch up in person and pick each other's brains, and it's not even the conversation we're having, it's the listening to the conversation they're having and picking up little bits and pieces. So that's good. Pretty much the things I'm looking forward to.
Brian, you just got called out in the chat by my wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. Now I have to find it. Oh,
she's offended.
Oh, right.
Gabe is something. Gabe's their son, and he's 10 this year?
Yeah.
And he is one of the most mature 10-year-olds. It's like, come hang out, kid. You're a good time. Let's go.
He's a good kid.
Benito, how about you? What do you love?
Oh man. Like Brian, my village. But there's a couple things. So first and foremost, barbecue. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going to St. Louis. Look at me. I'm not going to St. Louis and having a salad. So
are you going Sugar Fire?
Yeah. Well, I like Salt and Smoke a little bit better than Sugar Fire.
That's a good choice too.
Sugar Fire is a good choice.
Happy.
Amanda just said in the chat that Gabe's excited too for coming, so that's great. So barbecue is the first thing. The second thing is I love going to TransWorld to help my business. I literally love going to help my business grow and get ideas. The networking is next level. I have made friendships that will stand the test of time, that will go until I die. And you know, maybe I'm getting a little sappy here, but Brian and Nicole and the majority of the board during COVID all had online chats like this to keep each other sane, and, you know, and to talk about business strategies and what are people doing to work. So that part of it will never get replicated anywhere else on this planet. But the networking and meeting people like Sue and Jim from Intrigue St. Louis, I met them last year, and they're phenomenal people. So there's so many elements to it, and I don't want to be that guy who says I love all of it, because I don't like setting up furniture in the lounge. But
oh my God, I'm pretty sure it's just a vicious rumor you're starting.
Yeah, but let me tell you, if you've never been, come, and if you've come, you're only going to get out of it what you put into it, and everything is just so amazing and curated properly by Jen and Nicole and the team that no matter what you do, you're going to have fun. And if you go in negative, you're going to come out negative. And if you go in positive, you're going to learn and grow, and you're going to have the best time of your life.
Amen. Amen. Derek and Robert, love the answers in the chat. Love them. Yep. Susan and Addison, how about you guys?
Well, I mean, obviously it's the people. Getting to see those people year after year. I mean, like I said, I've been going since 2012, and just each year, and just the new creativity that's out there that you see every year. You walk in that room, you lose your breath for just a second, and then you just start exploring, and it's just amazing the things that you learn and just the sparks of creativity I get when I walk out of there. So.
And go ahead.
No, go please, because I'm going to wrap this with Nicole here.
Oh, perfect. I was just going to say, I'm really looking forward to finding justice for my father's killer, hopefully.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
Okay.
We have a mission this year.
We're going to have fun. That's it.
Love it.
Week. It's going to be
Thanks, guys. Nicole, I know this is a real hard one because there's so many aspects of it. I know. And you and I love to joke about that with guests, like making them pick their favorite kid. What's your answer? This is a tough one, right? But I got to put you on.
So tough. I mean, okay. So I'm going to have a couple like highlight moments. One of my first is like actually getting boots on the ground in St. Louis and like starting to see the show kind of come together. Another big emotional part for me is always seeing my friends, having a bite to eat, kind of like catching up really quick, and just having those few moments before things really kick off. Then that first initial opening of everybody getting into networking night out and having a seat, and kind of like that rumble that starts, and like you just feel this palpable energy of like how the show is going to go. The next day for me, that line, be still my heart. It is wonderful. You can feel that energy just coming off of everybody. And then the show floor doors open and the smell of the show floor. I know it's weird. I talk about it all the time, but truly
there's a smell.
It's like that smell of Froggy's Fog, the good stuff.
Yeah.
And a little bit of like, cinnamon from Little Orbits, and you can popcorn, all of it. It's all right there. And there's just that distinct, wonderful smell. And maybe it's because all of the actors aren't in there yet. I'm just kidding. But always perfect. Kidding, because I know that a lot of my actors are watching. But from there, it is just this amazing feeling. And like when you're talking about the Marriott and having great conversations there, some of my favorite people that I know, I've met there, and sometimes it's just been in a random sing-along that they've started in the hotel lobby, or, fun games or things along those lines. And then you just start seeing random like elements from the show. And then all of a sudden it's Sunday, and some way, somehow you've gotten through the entire thing. And
you don't talk about going home.
No,
you never talk about going home.
Never.
Yeah, no. But every year I leave with something crazy, cool, innovative, whether it be an idea or a great prop or, great connections, and just truly amazing.
I love it. No, and that's a great answer, honestly. And all of them are great answers. Derek and Robert definitely on fire with the comments.
Yeah.
Really, really. And Katie, 100%. Like, it should be no secret that deodorant should be a part of your essentials.
Yes. Yes.
So that's a big thing there. Okay, we have a lot of answers in there. Nicole, it's your choice. Call it.
Right.
When are we going to stop this?
Okay, we're gonna stop it in 3, 2, 1. Robert, pull a name.
Amanda?
No, okay.
Do explain.
It was not a fix, I promise.
Congratulations, Amanda. You are going to the Intrigue Speakeasy special night out.
Hold on. Amanda doesn't know, but I already have tickets, so throw them back in and pick
Okay,
somebody
perfect.
up.
All right, I just wanted to
Okay,
make
good. That's
so
I
where
wanted to-
you're going, but it's not on TransWorld. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. Everyone in the chat, I got you.
All
See,
right,
look at that.
Robert.
We get a second shot here.
Yes, go ahead and pull a second name. Thank you, Benito, for speaking up for us.
Nicely done.
Aha! How sweet it is. Congratulations, one of our favorite people, Naomi Heckman. Your Friday night just got a little more busy because you're going to be joining us for a fun night out.
Oh, Naomi. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Make sure you stop by her booth, Chocolate Treasures. You've seen her in the chat, and now you're going to see her at the Speakeasy. Naomi Heckman, congratulations on behalf of Jen Rich and everybody at TransWorld. Holy cow. Now, guys, we've had an insane show tonight. There's still one more surprise that we're going to do right at the end of the show. We can't go super, super long, and we know that these are super important, but we just want to focus on the seminars real quick. Now, we're not going to go through each of these because we'd be here till like midnight, but Robert's going to put up a list of the seminars here. You can find this all at haashow.com and then click on seminars and interactive entertainment. Do you guys want to highlight a few of these? They're all amazing sessions and amazing opportunities for learning and growth.
Give you some breaking news, Chris. Because
Oh my gosh, we love that.
Highlighted this. Workshops are back. This is something that the board has been working on for a number of years to bring back and, literally let people dig in. And so that is something really important, I think, to highlight. Benito, what do you think is a good highlight?
So there's, I don't have my list in front of me, but of the seminars that I've actually registered for that I'm going to. But if you love listening to Marty talk for free, you're gonna love paying to listen to Marty talk. So you're gonna want to go to Marty's for sure.
Yeah.
And there's also there's this guy from Canada who's talking. What's his name? Anyway,
I made a bad joke and said Sean, but just kidding.
I was gonna make a joke about Sean, but he's not on here to defend himself, and I don't want to do that. So there's a lot of new, really great topics for the seminars this year. I'm really excited for the workshops. I was going to say that, but Nicole beat me to it. But I'm gonna plug myself for a little bit. I am from a really small market. Just outside of Toronto. And so we're one of the largest in our area. And we've been around, we're celebrating our 10 years this year as well. So I'm going to be talking about how to take your brand in a small market and punch above your weight class, where you can compete and draw people from a larger market like Toronto, which has 7 million people, and my market has 500,000. So we're going to be talking about ways that you can pinpoint and strategies that work for us. So sorry for plugging myself a little bit.
No, that's great.
That class, by the way, folks, is going to be Friday from 1:45 to 2:45. So you'll see it right here on the list here.
Brian, do you want to bring us back up to the top and talk about breaking boundaries, business growth strategies, and interactive? This is the first workshop that's going to kick off at TransWorld.
Yeah, so there's 3 of us that all, we're in the escape room world. We've branched out into axe throwing. We've done a few other things. So we're just going to kind of circle each of us and let the group or the attendees hear our different perspectives. Because I guarantee you, we do not all see the same thing. The other thing with this workshop is that Amy Phillip from Vancouver, Washington, Portland, Oregon is also joining Javi and myself.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, just not hearing three people talk about this or talk about the same thing, but not all agreeing is usually makes for some good drama. It also it speaks to someone, right? You know, we all go to seminars and it's like, this guy is XYZ and I can't listen to him. There's certain things about him and he speaks untruths. Well, between the three of us, there's got to be a truth somewhere that resonates with you. So it'll be very interesting. It'll be very interactive. We're hoping that there are takeaways that you go home with that will help you in your current business, in your future business, or just get better at life. So
love it. Love it. Guys, you want to feature one more?
Yeah, I will. I'll pull out another really, really good one. Well, they're all really good.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about I know who I'm going to talk about. This is a good one. How to build your entertainment empire, creating strong pillars from your existing foundation. This is from our good friend, Stephen Christoph, who has a number of actually different ventures that he has gotten into, but he is an expert when it comes to attractions and diversifying and scaling your entertainment business. And, you know, he has an escape room. He's got a family entertainment center. He also has a haunted attraction. He also just did a really cool movie. But in this, he's going to really talk about how important it is to have a foundation and then how you can actually scale from that. And he is wonderful for doing this. And I think it's going to be very beneficial to a lot of people who are in the market to, you know, dip their toes into something else and how to make sure that you are as successful with that as you are in your current business.
Guys, this is it. This is a huge list here. You need to check this out in complete. And as we get closer to TransWorld, we're going to start diving into a lot more of these seminars. So there's just so much to unpack. We don't have all the time tonight, but haashow.com. And Nicole, would I be wrong in saying like this list is not finalized? There's always stuff being added.
There is. And in fact, so like when Brian just commented about Amy, right? That's a really important thing. Amy is absolutely wonderful. She's in high demand. And it was one of those things that she is like, I don't know if I'm for sure going to be able to make it, but I want to help with the content and I want to help with this. And making sure she's got a very large charity event. And she actually is able to make it. So that is something that, again, we're updating things constantly. So make sure that you are watching these pages. But yeah, we've got a lot of new faces that have very familiar names that are going to be joining us. But there's a lot of new offerings as well. It is, we never like to keep it standard. We always like to bring you something new and different and kind of help you on growing.
Absolutely.
Register.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys, I know that our time is short and it's so awesome to have all of you. We should do this again. I want to give you an opportunity to say any final thoughts, maybe some tips for some first-time attendees, because I've seen some of those in the chat. But just any final thoughts as we kind of wrap up our show today?
I'll start with, because no one else did.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
If you are a first-time attendee, it is scary, intimidating, overwhelming. Do not be afraid to talk to anybody. You're not going to click with everybody you talk to, but if you only talk to one person and you don't click, you struck out. So you only need to click with one or two people. And if you start talking to 10, your odds are pretty good that you're going to find someone that you can like, dislike, at least respect and learn from.
That's great. I actually wanted to highlight something that the legendary Alan Hups just said. Surround yourself with smart people who disagree with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
Very
word.
important. Very important.
Sir Alan.
Yeah. Sir Alan. Coined from the ever popular TransWorld Live. So yes.
Susan, how about you? You've been coming for a while now. What tips could you give to somebody that's looking to come?
Well, I like the idea of saying hi to everybody and just take the time to explore. There really is so much to see and so many little things that you're going to, I mean, you're just going to be blown away from the amount, like I said, the amount of creativity and the group of creative people that are in there is like no other. And I'm really excited about the interactive entertainment this year because I don't think people realize how much you can get from just talking to the people in that area. And I think our industry is changing, and there's just so much to learn from the people who've been in it, you know, that are in the churches.
Yeah.
So.
Amen. Benito, you want to take us home?
Yep. Someone already said it, but I got 3 really quick ones for you. 1, wear comfortable shoes and bring Advil.
Good tips.
Number 2, step out and take a mental break if you have to. There is no reason to immerse yourself on the floor for the entirety of the conference. Take a minute to take a breath and process everything that you're seeing. And the last thing I'm going to tell you is you don't actually need to bring business cards. It's something I started doing a long time ago. Get a QR code. There's lots of free programs online. Get a QR code. Populate it with your name, your business name, your phone number, your email address, your socials, print it up, stick it in the back of your badge. And then when you meet someone, if you want to swap details, all they got to do is scan your QR code. Don't add the weight to your luggage. You'll need it to buy stuff. So leave the business cards at home and make yourself a QR code. And trust me, you guys will pass contacts. Business cards get lost. People use them for things. So at least you can scan someone's contact details right into your phone.
And it's green. That's a great choice.
Yeah.
No endorsement, but a tree of links is what he's looking at. That's awesome. That's great stuff, guys.
Chris, I've got one more.
Please.
This is so important. Make sure that you are signed up for the TransWorld emails, particularly on the interactive side. And then also make sure that you are following on Facebook, following on Instagram, following on YouTube, even TikTok. There is so much content that comes out that is all kind of over the place, but Robert does a fantastic job of kind of curating everything and highlighting things as needed. There's also some pretty awesome things that are going to be coming out in the emails that I was able to work with Jen and some of the board members to get together. And there's a special edition TransWorld Insider that's going to be coming out to the attendees. And it's going to give the ultimate guide for the interactive entertainment. It's going to touch on so many things that we talked about tonight. And also make sure that you are not missing important things happening at TransWorld this year.
I think you gave us a sneak peek of that, and that's a pretty cool guide. I like how you laid it out.
Thank you.
Actually,
Very excited about it. Yeah. Little bit of extra time this year, right? Yeah,
exactly. Make sure to sign up, haashow.com, and on the right side of the screen there is an email subscribe. Make sure that we have your email so you get all of that breaking information. Well, we did promise one more surprise before the end of the show, and this is another big one. Again, thanks to all of you tonight for being a part of this thing. We're so excited. We cannot wait to see you in 29 days or less, as it really is now. Courtesy of Jen and Rich and all of us here at TransWorld, we want to give away 2 more early access passes. Yes, that's right. These are not general admission. These are $199 ticket eaches. So basically a $400 value. You're going to get extra time on the show floor, all 4 days, all 3 shows, all the early birds, everything that you could ever want in that passes. How are we going to decide this one, folks?
I have a suggestion.
I love it.
What if we had everybody comment? Because years have been very popular. What if we have everybody comment the first year that they went to TransWorld and if this is their first year coming up?
Love it. Love it.
My first one, I think, was 2000. I was trying to figure it out. I think it was 2014. So I would put TW 2014. If
There you
you're
go.
coming this year, it'd be like TW first timer.
Yeah.
So,
Love this. That's a great thing. All right, no jar here, guys. You got to put it into the chat, and we're going to stop at random. And Nicole, do you want to do the honors, or would you like to bestow that to anyone else?
I would actually like to bestow that to Addison, because Addison, is this your first time? Is this your first TransWorld this year, my friend?
Addison has been before. This is going to be Enzo's first year.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, Enzo, since you're a first timer, this
Yes.
is going to be. So
They're
this is
metal
what's happening.
detected.
Everybody's putting.
No, well, good thing this is wood.
You're going to let them keep going, and then at
All
some
right.
random point, you are going to say stop. Don't do it yet, because another big thing to happen right now is you can put your comment in, and you can keep commenting.
Yeah, keep going.
Call out Dan Swinson, who clearly has copied and pasted and has it in there, and is every time.
We love you, Dan. We love you, Dan.
That is a great
I'll make
strategy.
sure I don't call that name out. Yeah.
No, you can. You can.
It's pretty innovative.
It is innovative. So now that I've helped the rest of the world catch up to Dan, you let us know when you're ready, and then you announce the name that you see.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not looking. I'm going to cover my eyes.
The winner is Drake Ramore.
What? First, I see Christina Wright,
Hey!
TW 2024.
We love that, Christina. We are so excited to have you as our guest and an early bird there. Email us at kris@haashow.com. and we'll get you hooked up. Thank you, Addison and Enzo. I don't know who we should thank more on that one.
You're welcome.
Board, it is awesome seeing all of you. Thank you so much. Can't wait to hang out with you. And Nicole, so awesome. So awesome.
Hey guys, I've been like literally smiling ear to ear this entire episode, and like I'm watching all of these folks like interact, and it's like taking my breath away. I'm so excited. In just 29 days, you guys.
I know. Well, guys, we're going to be back here next Tuesday, February 4th. We're going to have ridiculous more stuff. We got maybe some breaking news of even more shows, because there's just so much to cover. We don't have enough time, and we don't want to keep you on the show till midnight. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your interactivity. And we will see you next Tuesday. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, Robert. We love you guys.
Thank you guys.